Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, dreamers? Welcome back to another episode of PuddingChats. This is episode number 12. This is a live podcast where I answer and talk about questions that you guys send in. If you want to contribute your own questions to the show, check out the description box below. Or if you're just listening in, check out my website at puddingforever.com. That's PUDDING, the number 4, EVER.com. Before we get started, we'll do a quick little audio check, make sure everything is good, and then I'll go over some live chat rules since, again, this is a live podcast, so everyone that's here, thank you for watching me live. Thank you for being here. You guys are freaking amazing. But while you're here, please keep the chat respectful. Don't troll or spam, because otherwise you will get appropriately timed out and or banned, and you don't want to do that because then you won't be able to have fun with us anymore. So definitely keep the positive vibes up. But yeah, so while everyone's getting settled in, I don't know. Today is my birthday. Today is has been an amazing freaking day. I spent the majority of the day with a good friend of mine who did an awesome job on my hair. It is now like platinum blonde or some type of blonde. But yeah, she did a fantastic job, and I'm super happy with it. But yeah, I've just been spending the day here at the house with her and my brother. We're about to eat some dinner right now, but I was like, wait, don't I have something to do today? I have a podcast to do today. And so instead of pushing it tomorrow, I figured let me just spend a little bit of time with you guys real quick, and have a fun and interesting topic to talk about. Today's theme is basically it's a question from Tumblr. Someone had asked me, they said, hey Pudding, if you could own any wild animal, it's got to be a real one, and it would be completely domesticated, trained, what would you have? And then they say, mine would be a lioness, seeing as male lions are lazy as hell, and I am a Leo. So that's pretty funny. So the topic is, if you could, I wouldn't say own, because some people have some issues with pets and like owning pets and stuff like that. So my question would be, if you could befriend any wild animal, and it has to be a real one that exists or maybe existed centuries ago, what would it be and why? So I asked everyone that everyone on Facebook, Twitter, and then also my WhatsApp. If you guys don't know, I do have WhatsApp now. You can find the actual number for it on my Instagram. There should be a photo. And then also on my Twitter, it should also be pinned. So you guys can add me on there if you wish. Just be sure to leave your name, because then I can add you to my contacts that way. So we'll be taking some answers from all of these different social media networks. And should have some interesting answers. Let me check the live chat real quick. Make sure everybody is settled in and having a good time. Some people already answering. Somebody says Stegasaurus. That would be hard to keep, in your home or something like that. Like how would you maintain having that kind of relationship with a Stegosaurus? That would be pretty difficult, I would think. So I'll just start off with my answer. My answer would be, and again, we're going by real animals and stuff like that. I would definitely choose either a falcon or a raven. And the reason why I would choose a falcon, growing up, I grew up with Pokemon. Like when Pokemon like first began, when it was first a thing and it first existed, like Pokemon was like my thing. I grew up with it. But one of my all-time favorite Pokemon was the flying Pokemon Pidgey, but not Pidgey itself, but like its evolved forms. This final form, Pidgeot, because it goes from Pidgey to Pidgeotto and then Pidgeot, and Pidgeot was like my favorite freaking transformation of a Pokemon of all time. Like nothing's cooler than like having this like giant freaking bird and that you can like hop on and like soar the skies and like just have a fun adventure with. So that's why I would pick like a falcon or something like that, because I wouldn't necessarily be able to write it like, if it was an actual Pokemon, but at the same time, it would, it's just, it would be cool to kind of have that as like a friend that you can, feed and like pet and just like, I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool to have as a friend. That's for sure. Let's see. Someone says I could keep a cow or a vulture or a rhino. Those are three dynamically different animals. Uh, got Team Blastoise up in here. I don't know. I was always like my starter was always Bulbasaur. Um, I was always a Bulbasaur kind of person. It's funny that I say ravens because you actually made friends with one. Oh snap! Yeah, I know. There's some people that like actually like have pet like ravens or crows or whatever, and I think that's pretty interesting. I've seen some videos of like some of the terror that they have to deal with, where the actual bird kind of messes things up around the house. It's actually quite funny. But yeah, let's. I'm gonna go ahead and hit up Facebook. We'll see if we got any answers on there, and then we'll start seeing what you guys have said that you would like to possibly have as a friend and or companion slash pet, whatever you want to call it. um, let's see. So we don't have anything on Facebook just yet, but we'll check that later and see if we have anything on Twitter. We got one here that says, I have to go with a wolf. I read the book Julie of the Wolves as a kid about a girl whom a wolf pack kind of adopts as their own. I think wolves have a mysterious quality to them, which I find intriguing. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, that would probably be like my secondary kind of thing. Like wolves are just like awesome, right? I had a Siberian Husky for I want to say like maybe 2 years. Eventually, I had to give him away, and he died a few years later. But he as much of a nuisance as he was, I loved him to death, and it's like the next best thing to actually having a wolf as a companion. So yeah, I definitely miss him for sure. But yeah, if I had to go with like another husky, I would definitely choose a female because they are a lot more laxed than male huskies. So far from what I've seen, from my own experience, like my male husky was just he was a nuisance compared to his like female counterpart, his sister, who was quite pretty chill, pretty relaxed. Still still a husky, but a lot more relaxed than a male. That's for sure. And I've actually seen the opposite of that in cats because I used to have a cat, several cats. I've noticed that male cats are a lot more relaxed than female cats, or I guess relaxed isn't the right word. I would say they're more loving than female cats. Like more willing to kind of let you pet them, let you be around them, and stuff like that. That's what I've experienced, at least. So yeah, and speaking of cats, like I really want to adopt a cat. I've been wanting another cat for so long, and I think I'm about due for one. Save a little kitty from the shelter and adopt it and raise it and treat it right, treat it absolutely right. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on WhatsApp because it looks like we've got a lot of responses on here, which is amazing. Let's see. And I'm just gonna start from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we are here. Let's see. All these haven't been responded to yet. Okay, we got one here that says, I would love to have a cheetah as a pet. I want my own Raja without the dangers of a tiger. Yeah, that'd be great. And again, the caveat of this question is that they would be completely domesticated, completely, tamed and all that, like available to be as a good companion. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. Let's see. We have one here that says, "Oh my God, how can someone pick? All are pretty amazing." Yeah, I mean, animals in general are just like freaking beautiful creatures, you know. Got one here that says cats, all the cats. But if it had to be an animal that isn't normally a pet, all ethics aside, a lion. So bigger cats. Yeah, I could definitely. I can agree with you on that one. Like, what's better than a cat? Two cats. But what's better than two cats? Probably two bigger cats. Like make it bigger, and it'll usually be better. But I mean, again, kind of going with the whole like rhinoceros one. Taking care of a lion, you would need a huge space compared to probably what you have now in order to take care of that. We have one here that says snakes because they are so pretty and incredible. And I mean, yeah, you could have a snake right now, but I guess yeah, that could work too, because like if you don't already have a certain animal as a pet, then what would be like your ideal animal that you would love to have as a companion. Let's see. One here that says I would want to befriend a hawk. So anytime I was in a public situation and wanted to feel like a badass, I would nod to my hawk friend and he would majestically land on my arm, and we would pretend not to know each other, and I would pull out my shades and slide them on real cool like. That's freaking awesome though. No, but that would be super cool. Like if you were just walking the streets and like something was happening, you could be like, and just have like the hawk like screeching in. You just catch it on your shoulder like, yeah, what's up? That would be totally boss. One here that says it would be a wolf. Wolves have been my favorite animal since I was a small child, and I'm pretty sure my spirit animal has always been a wolf as well. If not a wolf, then I would choose a tiger because they are my second favorite. Both wolves and tigers are fierce, strong, intelligent, beautiful, and just amazing in every way. I totally agree. Let's see, one here that says, oh, good question, probably a fox. They're such sly and skillful creatures, and they're extremely sassy despite their small size. They are also incredibly loyal to their families and are such interesting creatures when it comes to how they are depicted in literature throughout history. Yeah, foxes are cool. I always find myself on Tumblr, as I always do, and I always see like these like cool pictures of photographers, that are taking pictures with like foxes and stuff, and they're so curious and like you said, sly, and just gorgeous little creatures. Let's see. One here that says, I've always imagined myself being friends with a wolf. Again, wolves seem to be like a common one. I mean, their biology is amazing. They have a great sense of family, loyalty, intelligence, and I totally be in a wolf pack. Yeah, could you imagine like being able to turn into like a wolf? There was this really awesome anime that had similar themes to that. It was called Wolf's Rain. If you've never seen Wolf's Rain, I would definitely recommend it. It has an interesting plot line and story and all that, but like the animation is great. The transformations are great. Just the whole aesthetic of that anime is like fantastic. I loved it personally. So I would definitely give that a check if you haven't already. It's an older anime for sure, but the animation is still freaking gorgeous. Let's see. If I could befriend a wild animal, what would it be? Answer would be a cheetah. So we have another one for a cheetah because they're beautiful animals. They sure are. That's super fast. Let's see. I'd love to have a wolf as a pet. Find them so fascinating and beautiful. Reminds me of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I feel like ever since Game of Thrones came out, wolves have been, like a commonly loved even more because of that actual show. And sad to say, like I haven't caught up with Game of Thrones. I think I'm like maybe 2 seasons behind. I think. I'm not really sure. Like it's been that long since I've watched an episode of Game of Thrones. I need to catch up. Let's see. One here that says, if I could be friends with any animal, I'd be friends with a lion because I love lions and the lion is actually my star astrology symbol. Also, they look cool. So got some Leos in here that would choose their their star signs actual animal. Mine, I'm a Pisces. Obviously, my birthday's today. So I'm a fish in like the astrological star signs, but in the Chinese one, I'm a snake. I'm a snake, slithery snake. For those of you that haven't seen that I guess it's a meme or video on YouTube, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. But for those of you that have, I'm a snake, a slithery snake. One here that says, oh, this is a good one. I would like to have an owl. I find these wonderful birds, their eyes, their feathers, so much. I like these birds that I paint one of them, and the painting is hung in your living room. And every time I see one of them in the fields, I would like to have a good camera to take pictures of. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Owls are lovely creatures. Obviously, why I have one tattooed on my hand. Of course, owls are such, insightful, intelligent creatures. So yeah, that was a great choice. Let's see. If I could befriend all of them, that would be amazing. If only allowed one, then a wolf, because wolves are wonderful. Yeah, so if you could befriend all of them, so like, what was her name? Eliza Thornberry. Like, have you guys ever watched that show as a kid? The Thornberries, the Wild Thornberries, I think it was called, with Nigel Thornberry smashing. God, that's another freaking meme on the internet. Freaking Nigel Thornberry and having his face transposed on like Disney princesses and like the randomest things. Oh, it's so good. If you guys have never seen that, like look up like Nigel Thornberry meme and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's absolutely hilarious. Let's see. Bex here says, any kind of amazing large bird would be absolutely amazing to befriend. But I would choose a snowy owl. Not only are they beautiful, but it's the only owl who actively hunts during the day and night. Their wingspan can get up to 5 feet and are patient and mostly silent hunters, able to hear, see, prey through the snow. And, hopefully it would help me be a better wizard in this imaginary world of wonder. Yeah, I was always envious of, wizards in Harry Potter, being able to befriend owls, like they're just again such cool freaking creatures. Like, gosh. One here that says, I would say a monkey. They've always fascinated me. I've always wanted one since I was little. I think their playfulness and likeness to humans is what appeals to me. Yeah, monkeys are so cute. We will always remember Harambe, of course. He wasn't really a monkey, but we have to keep that meme alive. We have to keep Harambe alive in our hearts. We have one that says, I would love to have a fox, specifically a fennec fox. Yeah, oh my god, those things are so adorable. I would want a white wolf named Kiba. Searching together for paradise. So this person has watched Wolf's Rain. Just by the mention of Kiba and Searching for Paradise. Again, anyone that's loved Wolf's Rain or knows about it can relate to that. And yeah, she says, I sure hope you get the reference. I definitely do. Let's see. Got one here that says, my husband and I would have either a tiger or a lion because they convey power and strength, also because they are extremely beautiful animals. Yeah, so a lot of cat-like animals seem to be, people's favorites. We have one here that says a tiger. It's a big kitty, but it can eat people if you train right. And I'm short. I figure it could drag me through on a skateboard. Or you could just put a saddle on it and, like, ride it like freaking, God, what character is that? I don't even know. I would befriend a maned wolf. They're absolutely my favorite animal. They are so unique and kind of remind me of myself. They are their own species. I am my own person. Hope it's not too cheesy. All the cheese there. All of it. If I lived in Australia, I would probably want a koala as a pet because basically all they need is eucalyptus. They even get their water from the plants, so they probably wouldn't be messy or very time consuming. Or I could befriend an eagle because that would just be amazing. I agree. But yeah, koalas are absolutely adorable. I would love to meet a koala someday. You know, like actually like face to face and be like, hey, shake its hand or something. I don't even know. Like, what do you do with a koala? Do you just like let it hug you or something? I don't know. We have one here that says albino lion because they're fluffy and cute. Yeah, those things are awesome. And I don't know. I've heard somewhere that like either the albino lion or the black lion is like fake. Or like, you know, there's people arguing that like they're not real. Some people are saying they're real. Some people are saying they're not real. So I don't know about that, but yeah, an albino lion, those are pretty dope. If they exist. We have one here that says, I would want an emperor penguin. They may stink, but are absolutely adorable. Huh. Do penguins stink? I never knew that. I never knew like if penguins were like a smelly kind of creature, you know? Like, I never would have guessed. I mean, well, I can see that, you know, because like penguins, you know, they swim around in ocean water, and ocean water can get pretty smelly. So if you're around that kind of environment all the time, like, yeah, okay, I could see how they would have that fishy kind of smell. We have one here that says, oh, from Paula, she says, I would love to have a bear. She doesn't say why, but yeah, bear would be cool, like a little bear cub, you know. One of my favorite cartoons from back in the day was Brother Bear. Love Brother Bear. That's such a good movie. But yeah, you know, like having like a little coda would be absolutely adorable. We have one in chat saying alligator. Why would you want an alligator though? It would eat you. Oh, here's a good one. Ophelia says, I would pick a lemur as a pet. Lemurs are primates and are playful, cute, and very intelligent. Like the one from Madagascar, lemurs have long, bushy tails, which they use for balance and to communicate with each other, but they will be jealous with other pets. And she sends some pictures of actual lemurs. You could see that. That's adorable. But yeah, lemurs would be pretty funny, especially if they could talk. Like if only animals could like speak the way we do, you know, like that would make life so much more interesting if animals could communicate with us the way that we communicate with each other. Let's see, one here that says, I would befriend a pangolin simply because they are the cutest animals I've ever seen. A pangolin? What's a pangolin? I have to look this up now. Pangolin. Oh wow. It looks like kind of like an armadillo. Yeah, it kind of looks like an armadillo, like a smaller armadillo. That's interesting. Or is it an armadillo? Are they the same? Are they cousins? Probably. I don't know. That would be interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Let's see. We have one here that says, I would love to befriend actually a whale or any large underwater creature. Don't know how I'd feed it, but I just thought it would be cool to be like Dory and speak whale. We are trying to find Nemo. Sorry, my voice is like completely messed up. I had a birthday party on Friday, and you know, speaking over loud music and stuff like screws the throat up. But yeah, that's hilarious. And then they continue to say, I'd actually really like to understand why they do the thing they do, from being able to collapse their bodies underwater for pressure reasons when they go deep down and back up. Yeah, again, going along with the whole like being able to communicate with animals would be like absolutely amazing, you know? Because then you would learn so much more about, like, you know, in the cases of whales, like they, you know, certain animals like deep underwater like get to places that we will never get to, at least not anytime soon. So it's like it would be great to get information about like what is down there, you know. Let's see. One here that says I would be a wolf since I find them to be really beautiful, majestic creatures. I don't know if it's because that they like to be alone or something like that. I don't know. If yeah, I mean, well, you know, I guess if they like to be alone or you know, part of the pack, of course. We have one here that says I'd pick a gigantic jellyfish, octopus, or dragon lizard. Those are again quite different. Well, the jellyfish and octopus are, you know, kind of similar. Jellyfish would be an interesting pet to have, I guess. I wonder what would you feed it? What do jellyfish eat? Octopi are cool. And then a dragon lizard. Yeah, lizards are pretty neat animals. Yeah, super interesting. Like I've always like flirted with the idea of like, you know, kind of having like, you know, one of those cool like emperor dragon lizards or whatever they're called. You know, those like really kind of spiky ones. But yeah, I don't know. That's like an interesting thing because like I've seen you know, videos of people that like, you know, have the lizards just like hanging out with them, just like chilling, you know, and they're totally cool. You know, I would imagine a lizard would be like freaking out about everything, and like you would lose the lizard in like, you know, a half an hour from bringing it home, you know. But yeah, that'd be hilarious. That'd be great if it didn't, you know, run away. That would be super cool. In the past, I've had a turtle, and the turtle was great. He got kind of big, but he was extremely smelly. You know, like no matter how many times you like clean that tank and like try to keep it clean and whatever, like it's just inevitable. Like the turtle's just like, I don't know, maybe it was just my specific turtle. Maybe he just farted a lot or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But my turtle smelled so bad as a child. I've had a couple of dogs in my time. My first dog that I had growing up was it was actually a Siberian Husky. She was black and white, and her name was Savannah. Then after that, we had a golden retriever. Her name was Maddie. Then we had a chocolate lab. His name was Scooby, because he looked like Scooby-Doo. Like he had that like kind of chocolatey brown coat, and he was always very, like when we first brought him home, he was like super scared, like super timid, even though he was big. Like he was a big dog when we took him in, but he was like just like super scared. And I guess that was kind of an appropriate name to name him Scooby. But I think the reason that I gave him that name was because like we were trying to think of names, and I walked into the kitchen and saw it was like I think it was a box of like Count Chocula or like some type of cereal that had Scooby-Doo on it, and I was like, Scooby, that'd be great. Like that's a cool name. But not realizing that, like, you know, subliminally it actually made sense because he was such a timid dog. So that was kind of perfect. And then after that, like I said, I had a few cats in my time. My first cat was named was it Dizzy? Who did I have first? I think it was Dizzy. Yeah, I had a cat named Dizzy. I didn't have her for long because there were some tragic events that happened to where Dizzy was no longer with us anymore. But yeah, I had Dizzy, and then I had, after that, a couple months later, I had adopted 2 more cats, which was Jade and Sapphire. They were 2 cute, adorable cats, but I couldn't keep them long because, like, I'm allergic to some cats, some breeds of cats, but not all of them. It's weird. So I had adopted them, but I had to give them back inevitably because no amount of pills and no amount of like trying to suck it up was going to help me get over that allergic reaction that I had to them. So it was super unfortunate. I was very sad about that. But then after that, I had another cat who was named Lizzie, in kind of like in remembrance of that first cat, whose name was Dizzy. But Lizzie I had for quite some time, and she was super adorable. But I was in the military at the time, so I had to deploy and leave for a significant amount of time. So I had a friend of mine watch her for me, and by the time I came back, I figured that Lizzie had already gotten attached to her, to my friend who was watching her for so much time, that I was just like, she's just better off here with you, because like I was about to leave and go to somewhere else. So it was just kind of the best option for the time. And so she has a happy home now. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see. Some people in here are saying one of the most low maintenance, best first pets are leopard geckos. Huh. Someone's saying hamsters. I have a hamster named Schmop. But Schmop died killed by nasty rats. No! That's so sad. That's so sad. I would share my story about how I lost my dog and my cat, and some of you that like follow me on Twitch or whatever probably already know that story. But yeah, it's tragic. But I don't want to make this like a sad stream, because like we're all gonna get in our feels about our lost animals, and it's just not good. It's a happy Sunday. We're starting our week off right. But maybe we can have a future podcast, talking about like tragic events with pets, or funny interesting things that have happened with animals in our lives. I think that would be another great topic. Let's see. You could try and get allergy pills to keep them in your home. Yeah, but in my case, there, like I said, there was no amount of like allergy medication or anything that was going to help me get over that, like that constant just nose running, eyes burning and itching. Like no amount of like medication was going to help me with that. It was just their certain breed was just super just like your Patronus is a hedgehog. That's hilarious. You've had your cat for 22 years. Oh my god. I wish. Yeah, if I ever get a cat again, I'm definitely going to try and keep them around for long, because cats are adorable. Cats are cute, especially when they're loving and not like mean. But obviously most of the time they'll only be mean if you're mean to them. So who knows? What about Icelandic horses and axolotls? Those would be cool, actually. I've seen pictures of those. But Icelandic horses, what the heck do those look like? Icelandic horses. What are they? How are they different from regular horses? Oh, they just have really nice manes. Like their hair is literally like mine. It's super like done up. That's hilarious. Yeah, if you get a chance, Google search Icelandic horses. You will be pleasantly surprised. But I'm gonna go ahead and check Facebook again one more time just to see if we can get some people's responses from there. Try not to leave anyone out. We have a couple here. One says that I would want to be friends with an orca because they are the wolves of the ocean. Really, I've never heard that. That saying, that they are the wolves of the ocean. That's interesting. One here that says, I'd probably befriend a panda. They're just so cute and cuddly. They sure are. The one on my arm is kind of angry, but he's just hungry. And then one here that says, if we're talking star signs, I would love to have a crab as a friend. I'd hope he or she could sing. Under the sea, under the sea. That would be absolutely amazing. If you could train your crab to sing, that would be top-notch banter for sure. I'll check Twitter one more time. One here on my Twitter, and I'm gonna retweet this just because this is hilarious. So if you guys want to check it out, hit up my Twitter. But one here that says, a pigeon, they are badass. If I ever need a car stolen, I can call upon my pigeon. And it's basically like an animated GIF, and I say GIF, not GIF, GIF of it's I guess a mod in Grand Theft Auto where you can play as a pigeon and he like steals a car from some dude. That's hilarious. One here that says, I've always been obsessed with big cats, so snow leopards and the lynx would be amazing. Okay, that's great. Yeah, lynxes are very beautiful. Their eyes, I love seeing pictures of those kinds of bigger cats. Like their eyes are just gorgeous. Somebody in chat saying, I want an alpaca. Oh God. Like an alpaca, like the Emperor's New Groove. Isn't that what he is? What he gets turned into? Is it like a llama or alpaca? Something like that. Then we have one last one. We'll take this last one here. From Twitter at least. I would love to befriend a whale shark. They are beautiful, gentle giants and are considered endangered. Swimming with them is in your bucket list. Oh, so you can actually do that? A whale shark. What does that look like? Oh, wow. Those are pretty. They're all polka dotted and stuff. And look like they could swallow you whole. What the fuck? Holy shit. Why would you want to swim with that? I guess if there's one way to go, I mean, what better way than by spontaneous suction of a whale shark? Holy crap. It's hilarious. Let's see. You're going to bring up the liger? It's not a lion or a tiger. It's a liger. Cusco became a llama in Emperor's New Groove? Okay. Llama. Gotcha. It was one of those. Llama, alpaca, something. They're all the same. They're all cousins of each other. Anyone like stingrays? Not since the whole thing with Steve Corwin. I think stingrays are a little bit in bad taste because of that. It was a stingray, right? But they are beautiful creatures, though. That's for sure. Like they're kind of adorable. A sloth. Sloth would be very interesting. Like those, like one with with the long claws, and they're just like. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's gonna be that for today, guys. I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys being here. If you can't tell, I'm like extremely exhausted from this weekend. Like I tried to sleep. Well, I did sleep all day tomorrow or yesterday. Again, I'm saying tomorrow. Yesterday, to recover from the night before, and I've just been extremely exhausted. But I've been having such a great weekend. All of your guys' messages and stuff like that, wishing me a well birthday. Thank you guys so much. I've had, like I said earlier, I've had an amazing day today. And I get to enjoy that for 19 more days, right? Isn't that how it goes? Like whatever day your birthday is, you get to enjoy it for that many days. So, I'm definitely going to be doing that for sure. I'm going to go for tonight. I got some, dinner getting ready, so I'm gonna go help out with that. I just want to wish you guys a happy week this week. Again, I try to have these podcasts on Sundays to kind of help get your week started right and on a positive note, and keep your chins up. Go into every day with a fresh new mind. Don't let past stuff like get to you too much, because every day is a new day to kind of recreate yourself and try something new and try to be different if you need to be. Or just keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes you don't have to change. Sometimes you don't have to change things up. Sometimes you just have to keep sticking to whatever you're doing, and eventually you will succeed. If things seem to be going up, don't change anything. Wait till you plateau, and then maybe change something up from there. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing freaking week. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I love you guys. I hope you take care. And as always, keep dreaming. Bye, guys. Mwah.